Welcome to Module 2 of the Self-Directed Employment Planning Training. This module is called A Working Life. My name is Claire. I am a self-advocate from Madison, Wisconsin. I will be your narrator for this module. In this module, you will learn about some options for work. You will hear about the good reasons to work and the benefits that having a job can bring you, including being a contributing community member, having more money to spend, having better health, and getting to know more people. There is a section in the workbook that goes with Module 2. After you go through Module 2, you can use the workbook to answer the questions and continue to create your plan for employment. There's also a section in the resource guide that goes with this module. If you have not downloaded the workbook or resource guide yet, click on the Resources tab on the right-hand corner of the screen to download the workbook before you go through this module. There are two main ways people work in the community. One way is to work for someone else at a business. If you work this way, you are considered an employee. Another way people work is by owning their own businesses. If you work this way, you are considered self-employed. If you go to work for a business, you are their employee. You will be hired to do specific job tasks. And you will have a boss who tells you what to do and what your work schedule is. The schedule could be the same every week, or it could change from week to week. You will get paid a set amount of money for each hour you work. You will get a paycheck every week or two, and you will probably make about the same amount of money every month if you work the same amount of hours from week to week. You might get benefits with your job, such as sick time pay, vacation time pay, health insurance, and retirement help. You would go to the business to work and have coworkers. You would be responsible for getting your tasks done, but someone else would be in charge of running the company. Another way that you could work would be to start your own business. If you choose to work for yourself, you would be your own boss. You could set your own schedule for when you want to get your work done. You might not make the same amount of money for each hour that you work. There are a lot of possibilities, and what you choose would depend on the things you like to do. Some examples of businesses people own include making and selling craft items like pottery and jewelry, dog walking, yard work, house cleaning, graphic design, and recycling. As you can imagine, these different types of businesses involve different types of tasks. So you would need to think about what you like to do and can do well. It is a similar process for figuring out what type of job you might like if you look for a job at an existing business. People work to earn money, but there are other good reasons to work too. When you work, either for a business or for yourself, you're contributing to your community. If you go to work for a business, you will help to make that business run well and be successful. You will be part of a team of people that make that happen. People will depend on you, and it feels good to be needed and productive. If you start your own business, you might make beautiful things that people love and that bring them joy. Or you might provide a valuable service that was missing from your community until you started doing it. In both cases, you will be making your community a better place and getting to know people who live around you. Having a job will bring you into contact with new people. Lots of people make friends with coworkers and others they meet through work. The number of new people you meet and see each day will depend on where you work and what type of job you have. but most jobs will give you the chance to meet and get to know a number of people. If you work at a place where there are customers, you can get to know them too. If you choose to have your own business, you will surely have customers of some kind. You can also get to know other people who do a similar kind of work or have a business like the one you choose to start. Lots of workplaces have opportunities to socialize through both office parties and individuals who invite others out to events or to their homes for parties. Another bonus is building your resume and reference lists through a job. You might be very happy in your work, but at some point, you could be on the lookout for a job with greater responsibility and pay. Having one or more supervisors and coworkers can be good when that time comes. One big reason most people work is to make money. Not everyone cares about making a lot of money, but everyone needs to buy food and clothing and pay for a place to live, even if you get benefits from Social Security. Working can give you extra money to spend, while there are other great reasons to work that you will learn about in upcoming slides. Earning a paycheck is one of the good things about having a job or owning a business. People who work are healthier than people who don't work. If you have a job, you have to get up, get dressed, and get out of the house, at least on the days you work. This helps keep people active and in some kind of routine. It means you have to have clean clothes to wear and take good enough care of yourself to get to work and do your job. You might get a little exercise walking to and from the bus or from the parking lot to your workplace. You might have to walk around while you are there. You might eat a healthier lunch because you are with coworkers. You might eat less on work days because you are busier. You might even go on a diet or exercise program with coworkers. People who work feel better emotionally too. That means that they feel happier more of the time, on average, than people who do not work. There are a few reasons why this is the case. As mentioned earlier, people like being productive and having purpose. For some, having structure and routine to their lives is important too. Having a place to go and work to do can keep your mind off of thoughts that make you sad, angry, or depressed. While people joke about winning the lottery and not working anymore, the truth is that having a job is a good thing, and many people get bored without working. As you learned from this module, there are many good reasons to work. This is a good time to think about how you think getting a job will help you. There are probably at least a couple of reasons. Now it is time to open the workbook to the section from Module 2. As you circle the ways you think a job will help you, you can also look back to the page from Module 1 to remember the reasons you want a job. The information in Modules 1 and 2 will help you stick with the process even when it seems hard. You can go back to the workbook to remind yourself why you are working so hard to find a job. There is also a chart in this section that you can use to place stars next to things that usually go with working at a business and being self-employed. If you think carefully about which of them sounds good to you, this chart can help you figure out whether you want to look for a job at an existing business or if you are interested in starting your own business or working for yourself. This is the next step in creating your plan for employment. You are making great progress already. Congratulations! You have completed the second module of the Self-Directed Employment Planning series. Now, it is time to answer the questions for this section in your workbook and explore some of the resources for this section listed in the resource guide.